present to start on that thing that you wanted. And this video is basically that. I've been contemplating on starting this mentorship, this kind of channel thing where I give advice. And the biggest thing was starting. I don't know why. I kept putting it off. It's something I've been wanting to do, and I have just been putting it off. I don't know why. And I thought that would be the best first start, is to inspire and to say, just go ahead and do it. You gotta start. If you don't start, you got no momentum. Once you got momentum, I imagine things get easier. I've been talking to ChatGPT because many reasons. Honestly, if you guys don't, you should. It sounds weird, but it's really helpful. You ask it to basically do some research on like your mentors or people you look up to, and ask for it to give you advice based on like what they would tell you. Kind of cool. And so that's what I've been doing. And basically I was going back and forth with this idea of, should I start this channel or not? I feel like I don't have enough experience. I feel like I don't have the wisdom that I feel like I can pass on something to somebody. But basically, over the course of a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, ChatGPT was like, dude, like you know more than what you think. You just don't apply. Once you apply, you will run into other obstacles, other challenges that you gotta face then, other monsters that you gotta face then. And then once you take those down, you can talk about those as well. But until then, talk about the things that you already know. Pretty insightful already. So I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta start somewhere. And so I was thinking I'll go buy all this equipment and whatnot, but instead I've been watching this guy. I don't even know his name. He just pops up on my feed on YouTube, and he does the same thing. Just picks up his phone and records while he's driving, while he's taking a walk, while he's, in the middle of doing something. He'll talk about like investing and all that, but I'm like, why can't I do that with like life advice? I have a list on my Google Docs. I have a list of like 100 topics that I can make videos on. And I started my podcast and everything in between, and I make a video, put it up, make a second video, put it up, and then fall off, take it down, take all of it down, restart, make a couple more videos, a year later, months later, and then I feel like I fell off, and then I take them back down instead of leaving them back up, instead of leaving them up. Why? Because again, I'm waiting for that perfect situation. I'm waiting for the perfect thing to come by. I'm waiting for that perfect video to upload. I'm waiting for that perfect idea to talk about. When, again, it's like, best time to start is now. And some of the biggest people, some of the millionaires, billionaires, we talk about that stuff. They say the best time to start was when you got that idea. The second best time is now. And I've been putting off now for honestly months now. The second time I tried to start that podcast, I just decided to take everything down within weeks. I felt like I wasn't going to keep up with it, and it could have been something that could have been growing. Like compound interest. Compound interest doesn't work if you don't put in any money into a portfolio. But once you put money into that portfolio, you will gain that compound interest. Your interest will start earning you more interest, and then the more you put into it, the more it'll grow, the more it'll compound. And so I'm coming to realize that, yeah, a YouTube channel, some kind of social media presence that I want to build has the same effect as a compounding portfolio, where you got to start with something, because if you don't start with something, nothing will grow. And so, quick video, there's my start, and there's your sign to start as well. 2025, it's July. We're in the beginning of July. It's like 3rd of July. I wasted the first half of the year to do my first video. I pick up my phone for many other things, and I've had this idea for 6 months. Some ideas I get in the moment, I pick it up and I Google search or whatever, I write it down. This idea I've had for about 6 months, maybe a year. But I was just waiting for that perfect situation to start. Not no more. I went to pick up this car because I enjoy driving this car. My goal is to use this car, go on drives, and kind of do this, where I'm talking to myself, kind of. I have something in mind I want to talk about. I'll pick up the phone, go for a drive, and we'll talk. And I'll just spill out my feelings, spill out my ideas. It seems like raw footage is the new thing on social media. Like, that's what's catching attention. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like it. I like watching just... The edited stuff is cool, but sitting and kind of trying to focus and trying to think about what's going through your mind, trying to speak your mind, it's almost like having a conversation with the person in the moment, instead of watching an edited video, which, yeah, is more presentable, more professional, but something about raw content just lately kind of makes sense. I enjoy driving the BMW, and so I'll be using this more. It kind of sucks that I can't have my daily and the BMW with me, but it's fine. I've been dailying the BMW forever long, so I just enjoy driving this. I've kind of done a little bit of work to it, nothing crazy, but it just fits me, and it's comfortable to drive, and it's fun to drive, more than the Honda at least. But I'm at a point where I just am kind of maintaining a portfolio, and this is the next thing that I want to do. And yeah, trading the market, they say just average in, no matter where the chart's at, just average in, because at the end of the day, the dividends, the compounding, the averaging at the bottoms will grow your portfolio. And so, again, if I want to grow a channel, I gotta start by just averaging videos, just throwing a video out there. I mean, whenever I can, but as well as I can, and then it'll just compound. My basically YouTube portfolio, my podcast portfolio, it'll compound, and then I can grow from there. But unless I start, unless you start on your thing, we won't get anywhere. So there's my rant for today. There's your sign as well, because I was driving home. I have about an hour drive home, and I was like, I have the best time right now to make the first video that I've been telling myself I would do. So here we are. And I would encourage you to go do the same thing. Go start on the thing, whatever it may be. It could be a new skill. It could be learning an instrument, learning another language. But don't stay still. We gotta grow. And growth comes from discomfort and a little bit of pain. The lesson I've learned is the best teachers in life will be repetition and trauma. Because if you repeat something long enough, it just becomes easy. And if you have a traumatic event, you will not forget about it. So either way, you either have to do something repetitively or go through and an event that will make you change and that will push you to do that thing. But don't let it wait to be the second thing. Just put in the reps. Get to work. And let's grow together. This is Wrenching. My name is Eddie. I want this channel to be not just my own journey. You guys are going to see a lot of things that change within my life because I am going to push for them. But I want to see people follow along and then hear their side, hear what they've been doing alongside. Eventually, once I get big enough, I want to bring somebody on and see where they decided to start once I started motivating them. I think that'd be kind of cool. Start is to give yourself 30 minutes a day to do the thing. I still gotta go home and edit this. Just kind of throw random clips out, any clips in, if I pause, and whatever it may be. If it's a skill, all you gotta do is sit down and study for 30 minutes. When I decided to study trading, I would sit in my computer for hours. And after having a 10-hour, 8-hour workday, I'd come home and I'd still lock in for another 6 hours. I'd have 16-hour workdays. I'd wake up early and go to the gym. I would usually be awake 18 hours. I'd sleep 4 hours every other day, and then the other days I would sleep 9 to 6 hours because I wanted it that badly. And that was a couple years ago. And now I'm seeing a little bit of momentum. Now that I'm seeing the momentum, I don't have to put in that much work. I just gotta be mindful and open-minded to new ideas. Same thing with this channel that I'm trying to build. But I hope you guys have a good day. Let's grow together. Because what else